The slow pace of decentralization was also raised as they questioned why progress remains slow despite national policy commitments to devolve powers and services to the people. MPs argued that meaningful decentralization would empower local authorities to respond to land and housing demands effectively.
Target for this year is 10,000. My question is, how are we going to achieve this target? The target represents first a 464% increase. You look at the budget allocated and there's a 4% increase. So I'm struggling to reconcile myself with those figures. Honorable Minister, the second point I'd like to make is the issue of aged infrastructure in local authorities. When you get to local authorities, you will find that some of the pipes, particularly potable water supply pipelines, are aged.
Within the regional councils, there are some regional councils who are also frustrating this process called decentralization. Because, for example, when you take a ministry, a big ministry like education, you decentralize it. And then somebody else in the regional council there, again centralizes the whole powers to themselves alone, such that when they are not there, the regional council or education is crippled. You need to look at this. A classical example, a good one, is Kunene Regional Council, where I'm aware that the acting CRO there has also decentralized some powers to the regional director in order to run education effectively.
One of the most key roles to play in our development as a nation. And it oversees almost 52 local authorities. And those local authorities, they must be able to do their own local economic developmental activities. But these local authorities, each and every year, they get subsidies, but there's no local development officer. There isn't any local development officer at the particular local authority to develop that town or that community. But we expect them to build houses.
Minister of Urban and Rural Development James Sankwasa attributed the slow pace of decentralization to mismanagement of funds within local authorities and assured the House that the ministry will from now on deploy funds directly to suppliers and not local authorities.
In the last month that I've been in that office, I can rightly say without fear that there has been chaos in financial management in these entities. As a result, the formula of the approach will change. We shall not give money as cash or transfer money. We shall transfer it to the supplier of the services in that council, not directly to the council. Because whether traditional authorities, local authorities, regional councils, there has been high financial mismanagement, where there is no accountability. Until we are satisfied that there is accountability, we shall not disperse money directly.
Yolani Shapela, NBC News, Windhoek.